Hi guys, this is my first full long length video. I'm really excited. Um so I really wanted to give you an update on my life. Obviously, we've been up to a lot. You've been seeing a lot more of Baby, the lesson pony. I've got some really exciting things coming up with her, and obviously so much with Kate. I mean, that's never gonna go away. So today I wanted to talk with you guys about where we're at in our writing, what's gonna be next, what's coming up. Kate and I are gonna be doing beginner novice. We've gone to one show already, got eliminated, and I will talk about that in a bit. But me and her are going to be going to a show in the next 3 weeks, around 3 weeks. And I will be showing her again at beginner novice, and I'll also be showing Baby at starter. That's another conversation. So we've got a lot of moving pieces going on, lots and lots of exciting things happening. I'm really excited to see where everything goes. I'll get into all of it. Anyway, so Kate and I are doing beginner novice this year. We went to our first show. Dressage went amazing, got really fair scores. Kate was a little anxious, but other than that, really lovely scores for dressage. Placed us about 13th in a class of 28 people, which for my second ever event, I was like, heck yeah, that's fine. But then day 2, we had a really good warm-up, but we still had like 20 minutes to spare, so kind of were walking around a little bit. Went back to do a few more fences because I was in the ring next, and I saw a kid in front of me. I was like, I don't know if we're gonna be hitting this kid, so I ended up stopping my horse in front of the jump, and then the next time we came along, she refused it. That did not end well because we got over the fences, we got fine over that. Then we went into the ring and my mind just kept on spinning about our one fence of a refusal in warm-up, and like that's gonna happen over every fence. I'm a rider who has the strangest amount of anxiety about riding when I know my horse knows her job. I have the tools in my toolbox, but magically they just never arrive. When I'm riding my own horse, I can do IEA all day long. That is absolutely fine by me. But when I'm on my own horse at a competition, it's like, huh? I don't know anything. So we went to the ring, got over the first fence, got over the first oxer, which was magical. Was very surprised at that one. Came up to the third fence and got a refusal. I definitely was waiting for every single refusal and was thinking she's gonna refuse, and even the fences she did go over, I didn't set her up enough, and I know that. We've been working on it since, and definitely succeeded a little bit more. She truly helped me over every fence. I couldn't have asked for a better mare. Like seriously, she has grown so much and I'm very proud of her. But we did end up getting excused from the ring due to too many refusals. And so that was disappointing, but I had really already set it in my head that we were gonna get eliminated, so kind of on me. And that's something I kind of want to touch on is like, no matter how much you prepare, you never know what's gonna happen, and it's like you can't get in the mindset that you're just gonna get eliminated. Like I've tried that mindset and that's where it ended up. And so I think it's really important that you still have a growth mindset on, well, like, no, that's not the only way, like we can get through this. I had walked the cross country course and it looked very intimidating, since I've only done one other event, and that was a starter event where the fences were way lower. The terrain was a lot less difficult, and so that was very intimidating going into, and so I think that also did not help with my ride, knowing that tomorrow I could get dumped on a solid fence. That did not help my brain at all. And so just all things that continue to think about while we're continuing to learn from that one event and get better. I also do believe that we probably should not have jumped 3.9 before going to that event. We went from just jumping like 3 foot being our max, and then I was like, let's turn it up a notch and let's do this. And my trainer was like, okay, and we did that and it went successfully. But then I think me and my horse both got in our brains about like, oh no, like we just got over that jump, and like kind of freaked ourselves out about how high we had just jumped. And that definitely affected our next ride, where I couldn't get over a 2 foot fence, and we had to spend the whole entire time just trying to get my horse to not refuse a cross rail. Not at all her fault. That was all me building it up in my brain that she could not do it, and it's like, she has the skills, she has the strength. I just need to turn my brain off and play that elevator music. And it's difficult when you're training yourself and you're training the horse. If you guys don't know already, Kate is a green horse. She was broke for 1 year before I got her, and then I've had her for 4 years, so she's been only ridden for 5. I've been riding for 5 years, so it's not like I do not at all recommend green on green unless you have a really amazing trainer and self-esteem that does not get knocked easily. I have gone to bed with difficult thoughts of how the hell did I get into this situation and why am I doing this? But it's the most rewarding thing ever, and when you're a family on a budget, it's sometimes the situation you've got to have. I couldn't have asked for a better mare, but it definitely does slow down the process, so all things to think about if you're like, okay, but I want a horse, oh well, it's green, what difference does that make? It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. So anyway, Kate's doing great. We just finished up another show, and this last show was just really a confidence builder. We had one hunt seat class, so we had 2 jump classes and a flat. I got 2nd place in my flat class and 2 5th places, and I'm completely happy with those. I had 2 refusals my first jump in hunt seat, and then 1 in my last, and then and so I think 5th place is fair for both of those. Kate did amazing. It's me who needs to get over my issues, truly. She saves me a lot of the time. So then after that we went into our jump rounds, and I did my whole first round without irons. So if you see an extreme amount of one video of slow-mos, check and see if I have irons, because I was very proud of the fact that I went over a whole 10 jumps without irons. Yeah, but I really felt my confidence come back in that moment. And then I did 2 more rounds that was 80 centimeters, and then we kind of put me in the 90 centimeters class kind of as a joke, like it's like, hey, if it works, it works, if it doesn't, it doesn't. and I ended up getting a second place, and I called it a day after our second round. We got through the course, halfway through it, and I could feel that my horse was tired, and she had been out all day. It was hot. I could feel she was done. She refused to fence kind of hard, but it was really my bad that she refused it. I wasn't helping her steer. So I decided, let's call it a day there. She's done her job. We figured out our crap. She's good to go. And so we called it a day there. She really rocked it. Really proud of her, and so that was a really good show for us. And then the next day we had a clinic with the judge, and that judge was amazing. I really liked what she taught. She really pushed where my mental state was at, and I saw a lot of improvement in that ride. So I'm really excited to keep on putting that to use in further competitions and just in general during my rides. She was a very fun clinician. And then, okay, so now let's go back to Baby. So right now I'm training Baby how to jump. Her owner is the assistant trainer at my barn, and right now is in process of having a child. So right now she's not able to ride, and she really wants to make Baby a kind of jump lesson pony for the beginners. And so I've been working with her for about 2 months. You'll definitely see a lot more of Baby as I'm getting ready to compete her in the next couple of weeks. And so we're trying to keep the jumps as low as possible since she does still have kids riding her, and we want to be fair to her since that is a lot to put on her, and she sometimes deals with swelling in her hind end, in her right hind end. She gets swollen down by the pastern, and so we always keep an eye on that. I make sure to ice her after she has huge rides, especially if I'm the one jumping her. I really try and make sure I stay off her back, something like that, just really trying to give her the best possible way so my work isn't too much on her body, since I am mildly large for a 13-hand pony. But it's really important to the assistant trainer that she goes to an event, and a rated one. So I'm just getting her ready for that. After that, it's just going back to jumping for fun and teaching her new things. It's definitely a process. So this is my second horse I've taught how to jump. First one was kind of unknowingly. We thought she had the skills, and then we learned she did not. And what she knew in riding was fear and anxiety, and so we had to backtrack that and really teach Kate, hey, this is for fun, you can have an opinion. And after 4.5 years, I can proudly say we are starting to get an opinion. She's smart about when she puts it in, so I do not have it on camera, but she will throw a fit, and she will throw it very obviously. Yeah, I'm very happy that we are now seeing a personality come out of that mare, because I was very worried we were never gonna see it. But for a 20-year-old, she has sass, and I love it. So now I'm teaching Baby how to jump, which she has come so far in the last month. We are now jumping cross rails 2 foot. She's a pony. I mean, we're not gonna expect her to jump a meter or anything crazy. She's got 5 lesson kids. She works hard for us, so we really want to make sure that her work is fair and we're not throwing too much at her in the beginning. So yeah, that's where we are with that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm totally willing to do more of these videos. I'm really excited to do more of these videos. I can't believe it's taken me like, what, 3 years to make one of the first long length videos. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Bye for now.